Hi guys, this is Avi, and in this tutorial I'm going to talk about ins and outs of working with strings in C++ programming language. So, strings are basically a simple plain text that we usually come up to use more often in a programming language. So let's get started. So down here you can see I've written a bunch of code which just does the work of printing something. Basically a string in this case. So as I've told you in my previous videos, to print something to print some like a string, you need to put quotation marks, and between these quotation marks you can write whatever the text you want to write. Suppose I just write hello here. Wait, I have to give a return function as well. So yeah, so if I just print this thing, it will give me hello world and hello in two different lines. So here you can see. The first thing that we need to learn, it has got to do with this end L function. So end L is basically stands for end line, which just terminates the line and start the next. Like if you just write next string, it will start it from next line. So to get rid of such things, you just need to get rid of the end L, and if you can just also terminate the statement with this semicolon. So if you just print out this statement, it will print hello world and hello at the same line. So that is one thing. And if I just if I have want to manually just separate the lines without using an end L, I can just give a backslash and then n. It will just terminate the line, and it will print the hello from the next line, or in short words, it will give a line break to the code. So if I just run the program, you can see just it has given me hello world and hello in the two different lines. So that is another thing you need to learn. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is, like, you can also store these string values inside of variables. I've made a separate videos on variables. If you haven't seen it, you go watch it. It's very useful. So if I give write a variable, suppose phrase, and then give it a value, suppose hello world, I guess, and then if I just terminate the value and print the statement or print the variable here, so it's very predictable, what will happen. It will just give me hello world, as you can see. So yeah, now we're gonna understand or learn some string functions. Don't worry about functions right now, because I will make a separate videos on functions very and will explain it very efficiently. And in this tutorial, just understand that functions are basically a section of code that gives information to the computer to do work according to the user. So the first function I'm going to talk about is, if you just want to find out something, you want to get access of the any character in this string, so you can just put these square black brackets, and inside these square brackets you can write index positions. And so index positions are basically the positions given by C++ to the string. Suppose h has a index position of 0, e has an index position of 1, and then so on, and then goes with the course. Then yes, if you just want to find out whatever has written in index position 2, so we know that index position 2 has 0, 1 and 2. It has L written over at index position 2. So if I just run this program, it will give me L. So here you can see it has given me L. You can also just modify the the index position. Suppose if I just write phrase and then index position 2, and if I just give it a name, give it whatever the value I want to give. Suppose I give it as j, and then terminate the line. It will give me it will give me j at index position 2. So yeah, you can also just modify it like this. And the next function I'm going to talk about is like, you can find out the length of the string, something like that. So for that you just need to put a dot beside the variable and just write the length, and then you might have to give parameters are basically the information for you have to give for the function, for the computer to get to process the function and give result according to the function. So in this parameters are basically given inside these brackets. So the so in this but in this function you don't have to give a parameter because you just need to find out the length. So if I just print out this, it will give me 11. So 11 whatever 11 is basically but the numbers of string text string of the characters that hold in this string. So that is other function. And the next function I'm going to talk about is if you just want to find out a specific character. Suppose to find out something specific characters, you just need to print find with a dot in front of it, and you just need to give some parameters. So the first parameters you have if you want to give is like whatever the word you want to find out. Suppose I'm going to find out this word, if this word is present inside this string. So I'm going to write this word, so I'm going to write this word here, and the next parameter you have to give is from what index position do you want to find out the word. Suppose I can find it from index position 2, I can find it from index position 0 as well. So suppose when I want to find out from index position 0, then it will give me some specific value. Wait, something has. So yeah, the mistake I've made is I didn't put quotation marks. I didn't put this string value inside of the quotation marks, and this is the very silly mistake every programmer does. So I always remember if you just write a string in whatever program program of C language basically, so you might have to store it inside the quotation marks. So now if I just run this program, it will give this again, I didn't put a quotation mark here. So if I just run this program, it will give me 6. So 6 is basically but the from what index position the world starts from. So it starts from letter 6, also I mean the index position 6. So yeah, that is another kind of function. And the next function I'm going to talk about is like substring. Substring is basically if you just need to grab some a specific section of the string and from what position you have to find it out. I mean you have to grab it and find it. Suppose to use a substring, you just need to put a dot beside the variable and use sub str, and then again you have to give some parameters, basically the information. So the first information that you have to give is like from what index position do you want to find it out. Suppose I want to find it out from 0, that is from h, so I'll give it h, and then I want to find out like 3 words. So suppose and then you have to give the information of number of characters that you want to grab it. Suppose I write 3 here, so it will give me like from h position it will grab 3 letters. So if I just print this statement, so you can see it has given me hell, so which basically means that it has start grabbing the text from 0 position index position, that is from h, and then it has grabbed 3 text or 3 characters like h, e, l. So that is basically some basics of functions. So there's obviously a lot more functions than this much, because so I've told about these because these are some basics of functions, and this course is basically for beginners. So if you just want to find out more about string functions, you can just Google on and write string functions and just play around with them. So if I just have to tell you about like a lot more string functions, I can just sit around and make a video 1 hour long. So it doesn't make sense, because it will just waste your time as well, because and you will feel bored as well. So if you just need to find out more about functions, you can just Google it. And yeah, thank you for watching.